Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. In the last episode, we fed our very first gordo slime, which gave us one of those slime keys. And that's how we opened up this place. This giant quarry, I believe it was called, the Indigo Quarry. There are tons and tons of new slimes down there hopping around, all turned into tars apparently. Oh my goodness, eating all of our hens too. So I actually did want to go all the way back to the ranch today to hopefully bring back our boom slime. We did manage to suck up one of these guys before they turned into tars, and it would probably be a good idea to bring him home so he has someplace to stay, and hopefully give him some food too. We actually do need to see what type of food the boom slime likes to eat. Let's look that up in the Slimepedia actually. That should be easy enough. The boom slime, they have a diet of a meat, okay, and their favorite is the briar hen. I don't think we've come across that so far. We do have a stony hens now inside one of our coops, but we still need to come across the briar hens, so we're not going to be able to give him his favorite type of food, but we do have plenty of meat for this guy to eat once he goes home. Are these guys mad again? Oh shoot, are they mad? I think they're actually okay. There we go. And we did receive some star mail too. You know, I completely forgot. I got so excited over all of the new things that we were discovering that I completely forgot to give Mr. Ortiz his range exchange request. So I think we may have actually missed that, which is kind of a bummer because we were actually growing all of the fruits and veggies that he wanted. But maybe this one that we just received will be just as easy. Hopefully anyway, fingers crossed. It was from a new person, right? I believe it was. Let's just take a quick peek at this. Okay, it looks like this person wants some plorts. I don't think we've seen that one before either. What on earth is that? From Mochi Miles? My toast is in a jam here. Help a pal out, yeah? So she wants a rad plort and 2 rock plorts. Well, we haven't seen any rad plorts yet. I don't think we've seen any sort of slimes that could give us those plorts. But of course, we do have plenty of rock plorts in here with all of our adorable little rock tabby slimes. Do they have any food left in here? No, we just have some food inside their corral, but it looks like they're not quite hungry just yet. You guys, on the other hand, are all out of food. Oh, I think they're waiting for food too. Let's throw some of these poco fruits in here. We actually need to gather up some veggies for the rock gordo that we found inside the quarry. So we want to save those from all of the rock slimes that we come across. Now the boom slime. We only have 1, so I think it should be okay if we make a corral for it. Like, I'm a little bit leery just because we know that they like to explode. We did see them right on the main menu, I believe, when I started the game. But surely just 1 is not going to be an issue, right? Let's throw the boom slime in here and see how he does. So far he looks okay. He looks absolutely adorable. Wait a second, are you gonna blow? Okay, he looks very, very hungry. Maybe we want to rush up here and try to find some hens for him. We do have some old ones now, so let's suck you up inside our vacpack. Or wait a second, that was a stony hen. I thought you were an elder. Oh my gosh, all of those little gray feathers. You look like an elder. But I think this one, there we go, that's an elder hen. We want you to stay in there to give us more chickadoos, but we have at least 1 elder hen, and it looks like we have 1 elder roostro too, so we'll suck those up and send them straight into this corral, so hopefully our boom slime will be nice and happy. There you go, little guy. You can eat some meat now if you want to. I think he's still really hungry, right? Do you see your chickens? There we go. Now he's going to eat them. So we can get some brand new plorts from this guy too. The boom plorts. Oh my goodness. Okay, good thing I got out of the corral just in time. Are you okay, little guy? He looks okay. He's hopping around again, so he must be just fine. Now, hopefully this guy is not going to get out of his cage, of course, outside of his corral, because we don't exactly have enough new bucks just yet to give him some high walls. And instead, I would like to look into possibly upgrading our tools over here. If we could get the jetpack upgrade, then it would probably be much, much easier for us to explore the quarry. So hopefully all of these plorts will be just enough to buy that upgrade, and who knows, maybe we'll have enough for the walls too. Here you go, little guys, all of your very favorite heartbeats. Hopefully they're ready to eat. Yeah, I think they are. They are munching on those, and we actually have some plorts inside our plort collector anyway. Excellent. This is much easier for us to gather them up. I think we're probably going to want to make another one of those plort collectors over here because these guys are very, very hard to get around when you're trying to gather up all of the plorts they've left behind. Though then again, these are dangerous because if they do that, then they will actually hurt us. So it's probably a very good thing that we started out with our rock slimes for the plort collector. But there we go. Now we have plenty of plorts to hopefully buy that jetpack upgrade. Let's see, and some of our fruit is actually going bad over here too. That's probably not a good thing. Let's suck up all those pogo fruits. Now I think the jetpack was, 350 new bucks. So let's see how this actually works. Let's see, maybe if we press the space bar, yeah, then we can just hover a little bit in the sky. Excellent. That should be much, much easier for us to get around these places with all of their cliffs and their boulders in the way. But we might actually want to upgrade our stamina too, or our power core rather, so that we can use the jetpack a little bit longer. That might be a good idea. If we're struggling a little bit with our jetpack later on, then we will come back to do that. Now, why don't we see what the new star mail was? We didn't actually read that just yet. It should be from, Mochi Miles. Well, it seems like another wannabe rancher has signed up for a lonely existence on a faraway space rock. Congrats, Beatrix. Oh my goodness. She seems a little bit more rude than the other ones that we've talked to, huh? I'm Mochi Miles. That's Miles as in Tetsuya Miles, the billionaire. I'm here to do an important business for my dad, but that doesn't mean I won't make all the rest of these backwater types out here look bad in the process. No one conquers the plort market like I do, day in, day out. My dad gives me the inside track, so look forward to my requesting plorts that I know will make me huge profits later on. So I wish you the best of luck, Beatrix. Maybe you'll even reach second place. And at the very least, you can tell your friends that you helped out the great Mochi Miles in her conquest of the far, far range. Later, Tater, from Mochi Miles, the top rancher. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's a good thing that we can't actually help her out just yet because she is not exactly the nicest individual around the town. What was she even going to give us if we gave her that rad plort? The roostros, pogo fruits, heartbeats. I mean, we don't need this stuff. We have so many pogo fruits, we have so many heartbeats, and we have plenty of roostros as well. So I don't think we're going to be helping her out today. Maybe she'll have something better for us later on though, and I think you're going to need more food, aren't you? You look like you're probably going to need more food before we get back from the quarry. So let's see, do we have any older hens that we can suck up? I don't believe so, so I guess we'll just take a couple of these guys, one of the roostros maybe. We do have quite a few chickens in there, so I'm not too concerned about losing all of our stock, and I would rather that this guy is fed so he doesn't get too hungry and explode. There we go, you have 3 little chickens for you to munch on later on, or right now even. He looks very, very excited. Look at him hopping around. He is absolutely adorable. I'm a little bit leery about him, and especially leery about leaving him alone. I would hate to come back and find out that he has blown up our entire ranch, so we are going to keep our eye on you, little guy. Now the next order of business should just be gathering up some veggies to bring over to the rock gordo. So why don't we throw our pogo fruits in there from all of our lovely little tabby slimes, and I think I actually did suck up all of the heartbeats over here, yeah. So we'll have to see if we can find some more carrots growing out in the wilderness. I mean, there are so many carrots out there, surely we're going to find some that these little slimes haven't munched on. I hope so anyway. You guys are absolutely ravenous, as always. We'll leave the pink slimes here because we certainly don't need any more of those, but we might as well gather up their plorts. I mean, like I said, they're just lying around here, so we might as well make at least a little bit of money off of them. We only have 3 carrots so far, though. It looks like there might be a 4th one right here, and we know that we need lots and lots of food to satisfy these giant gordo slimes. So I think we're going to need maybe even a 2nd type of veggie. If we could possibly harvest our heartbeats again, I heard that little guy munching away on those hens, then that should be enough to hopefully pop another gordo. I wonder if he's going to give us a key too? I mean, I would imagine so, and that probably means that there are plenty more places for us to explore if we can find where the doors are. And let's get rid of you two. We'll send you off into the water that way because we don't want you destroying all of the slimes in the area, or all of the food rather. I think they do, we at least saw them pick up the hens, so I wouldn't be surprised if they also eat like the carrots and stuff, and we need those for our own purposes. Were there any carrots out this way? There are tons and tons of tabby slimes carrots falling from the trees, and they tend to prefer the hens. But there we go. We have a couple of carrots over here to pick up. 14 carrots so far, which is not going to be enough from the gordo slime. Let's see, we actually have some rocky hens up here. Oh, I didn't know that this was where they lived. So they're not quite as rare as I thought that they were, but at least we have some on our ranch already, so we can leave these guys right here from all of the tars apparently. Really, guys, really, how many tars am I going to have to get rid of? We'll send you all off, and then I think we're going to get out of here so we don't get hurt. Oh, look at that, these carrots are ready to harvest again too, right by our ranch. We just picked these, excellent. So we can gather up all of these carrots, and that's just enough to fill our vacpack at least. So 20 carrots, and we already know that a full stock of whatever food we give them is not quite enough. So we'll need a second type of a veggie to take with us, unless maybe we upgrade the storage in our vacpack. But let's go ahead and sell off all of the plorts that we've collected so we know exactly what we're dealing with. All of these rock plorts, since we're not going to be giving those to Mochi Miles anytime soon. So 700 new bucks. Let's see, we could probably upgrade a couple of our tools if we play this right. We could upgrade the power cord to give us a little bit more energy while we're running around with our jetpack. And then we can upgrade the tank booster too. We have just enough. Now we only have 5 new bucks left. So we should be able to hold 30 units of whatever we vac up. Excellent. So just a little more carrots, a little more of these plorts too. That's going to be particularly helpful for us since we're gathering up so many of those pink plorts right outside our ranch. And this poor guy over here keeps exploding. Is there any way that I can help you, not explode, little guy? I thought maybe if we fed him he'd be okay, but at least he's not actually hurting the rest of our slimes. That was really what I was worried about, that he would end up damaging our other slimes, getting them angry maybe. But so far they've been okay, and so far we have also avoided getting completely demolished by these boom slimes. So I guess if we find some more, we could maybe bring them back to the ranch and see how they play together. I mean, we might as well experiment a little bit since we're so early on in the game. Let's make sure we bring a couple of these pogo fruits too, just in case those largo slimes inside that cave are particularly hungry again. Because if they are hungry, then they are going to try to attack us as we're going through to the quarry. So 7 pogo fruits should be enough, and we can keep our eyes open for any more carrots sticking out of the ground. There we go. We must be pretty close to having just enough carrots for this largo, but I'm pretty sure we actually passed a couple of patches of carrots inside the quarry anyway, so we might be able to pick up even more veggies for it if we keep our eyes open. Oops, I walked straight into that guy. I thought I saw a tar actually spawn over there, but I didn't see any nasties, so I guess we're doing all right. Yep, they are angry again. Look how many largos we have in here now. It doesn't seem like they actually despawn, so they are just going to keep filling up this place until maybe a different type of slime comes in and turns them all into tars. Oh my goodness, so we're going to have to keep our eye on that, I guess. But here we are again, the quarry, in the middle of the night too, which is probably a little bit dangerous. But let's see if we can find some more boom slimes. We'll see if we can figure out where exactly that gordo was. And yeah, here's the carrots. Little tiny carrots and something else too. If I could maybe get rid of our pogo fruits for now, we could suck this up instead. An odd onion? I wouldn't trust this onion even less so than a normal onion. Okay, so we have a new type of food, I guess. That's quite interesting. I wonder if some of these slimes tend to prefer the odd onions. That would make sense. Maybe there's even a different type of slime somewhere down here. Oh, the boom slimes are already exploding and the tars are already out and about. I mean, they just pop up so quickly because we have so many different types of slimes in the area. But there's more carrots for us, and I do believe that the gordo was right up this way. We can sneak past all of those tars. I'm not sure if they saw me. They might be coming up behind me, so we'll have to keep our eyes to our back. But let's see if this guy enjoys all of the carrots that we have brought for him. He certainly seems to. Look at that giant grin. That's all of our carrots, and he's not quite pulsing just yet. I do want to save the odd onion though, because I just feel like that's probably something we want to implant in a garden. We've never seen it before, and we only received 1 from that patch of carrots. So it must be a little bit rare. But let's see if there's any place for us to possibly gather up carrots over here. We have this thing again, this treasure pot, and I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to unlock that. And I think, yeah, there we go. There's actually a box over here too. Let's see what's inside this thing. Oh geez, more of those pink slimes. We have to suck these up before he eats all of the food. There we go. We'll let him eat the Q berry, but we definitely want to grab up this carrot for the giant rock gordo. And there's another place back here that I don't believe we've actually explored just yet. So let's see where this area leads us. Oh my goodness. Are those new slimes? Are those actually like the rad slimes or something that we would get those rad plorts from? Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah, rad slime. Okay, so let's make some room in our inventory here. Let's get rid of our pink plorts because we have plenty of those. And we'll see if we can maybe like gather one of these up. I just have a feeling because these are called rad slimes. We probably don't want to get too close. They certainly look radioactive and they're already changing into all sorts of hybrids. So let's suck you up instead. There we go, a rad slime. Its radiance is so lovely that it makes you sick. Yeah, we probably don't want to get inside that little bubble of green if we can help it. And there's the tars again, of course. Let's see if I can actually suck up a couple more, you guys. Not really sure where I'm going to put you just yet, but we might as well keep a couple of them on the ranch. Now, are there any carrots? There we go. Some lovely, lovely carrots for us to harvest up and bring back to that gordo. We might as well try to fill up our inventory again if we can help it. Oh my gosh! What are you? You are so adorable. Can I go in this water? I actually can because it's just shallow enough. You are so cute. It's a puddle slime and his diet is just water. Oh my goodness, I need you on my ranch first thing as soon as possible. It looks like we even have a little treasure pot over here too, a little blue one that this guy is guarding very, very closely. You are so cute. Oh my goodness, I can't wait until we can get little puddle slimes on our ranch as well. And we have another one of these little tips to read from H too. I used to come here when I needed a good soak. It's a great way to clear your head. Sometimes I'd catch a puddle slime blushing and I could never tell if it was just because I was in my bathing suit or not from H. They do probably seem like they're very, very shy. Look at this little guy. You are so cute. Oh, I wish I had more room inside my backpack because I would definitely bring him, but I guess we're going to need some place for these little slimes to live. Some sort of pond, right? I'm pretty sure that we could actually make them a pond in one of the corrals, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. And did you just jump straight into the water? Oh my goodness, the slime did not want anything to do with us. He just went straight into the water. Okay, little guy. I wasn't even planning on taking you to our ranch. Here's another one of those bridges though. Last time we went over a bridge like this, we actually found that gordo slime. Okay, good thing we have our jetpack because I think we're going to need it here. Do we even have enough energy in our jetpack to get over a gap that big? I mean, I guess we might as well give it a try, right? We might as well. Let's see if we can do it. There we go, not too bad. As long as we get a running start, we're pretty good. And there are so many slimes over here. So many of these rad slimes too. I am very, very nervous that I am going to become a radioactive little rancher if I'm not careful. We have a secret area back here as well. What is this? Oh my gosh. Another gordo slime? Another one? We're not even done feeding your friend yet. I don't think we're going to be able to feed you right now. There's treasure pots everywhere. I wish I knew how to open those. And it looks like we might have some more carrots here that aren't quite ready for us to harvest just yet. So let's bring the carrots that we did find back to the other gordo because we don't need to be starting on a second one before we even get rid of the first. All of these slimes all over the place. Oh my goodness. We are going to have so many tars on our hands if we're not careful. And it looks like we might have another area up here with the very, very angry and hungry slimes. Yep, it does seem that way. These are the radioactive ones too. Thankfully, again, their diet is everything, but I don't exactly have anything on hand to feed you because I want to save these for our friend the rock gordo. So let's go right back over this gap again. Oh my goodness. I think I may have fallen inside that slime's green aura, and it does seem to give us some radiation poisoning. So I think we might want to put our rad slimes in maybe a more secluded area on the ranch. Maybe we do actually want to buy one of those ranch upgrades if we can. Oh, what is this? Is this a new vegetable too? Let's see if we can get rid of these phosphor plorts for now, which is probably going to turn all of these creatures into a tars. Then we can gather this up. Oh no, the rad slime ate it before I could. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what that was, but the rad slimes definitely like it. So we'll have to keep that in mind. There's some sort of new vegetable over there that we definitely want to explore. Now I'm pretty sure the rock slime was in here, right? Down this way, past all of these twists and turns. There you are, my little gordo friend. Hopefully he hasn't lost any of the food that we actually fed him. Let's see. Is this going to be enough? Oh, just barely, just barely. Now he's actually pulsing like the other slime was. So we need just a little bit more, just a tiny bit more food to pop that guy successfully. Let's go out here and gather up these carrots before all of the slimes eat them up. There we go, just in time to gather up a couple more. Oh, and there's some heartbeats up here too. Excellent. So we can actually gather up some more heartbeats and the odd onions. So those must just pop up at random around some of these different plots. And we received some star mail from a Bob, I think. We also got one from Casey before too, so once we go back to the ranch, we'll definitely have to check that out. Now hopefully this is going to be enough. Hopefully you're going to be satisfied after I give you this lovely heartbeat. Oh, we are so close now. If only we could just teleport back to the ranch and gather up all of our own heartbeats. We'll just have to walk the old-fashioned way for now though, all the way back to the ranch. So are our heartbeats ready to harvest up? It looks like our heartbeats are actually gone. Oh, what happened here? Okay, maybe we harvested all that we can from that heartbeat. Very interesting. I thought it would stay there forever. Okay, so I guess we might as well place some carrots in here for now since that's really all that we have. Unless we can steal a heartbeat from these guys back here, but I feel like, yeah, they probably already ate all of them up. Okay, so we'll have to find another heartbeat in the quarry. At least we know that we can actually gather those up. And oh my goodness, who wants all of these chickens? Oh, Bob. Bob wants the chickens. He'll give us a crystal plort, some odd onions, and pink plorts too. I mean, we do have a lot of chickens. This might be a good way for us to get some of those off of our hands. Very, very interesting, and I think, yeah, we're full to bursting over here. Okay, maybe this is a good idea after all. I don't think we'll have enough roostros, though. We're just a little bit too short on roostros unless some of those chickadoos end up growing up to become roostros, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But let's see what we got for star mail, too, while we were out today. We got one from Casey, the big storm. I got your mail. Of course I remember that day. I feel like that was when you and I really connected. It was raining so hard that the streets were flooding, and we took shelter in that cafe. It was like a scene from a movie, only we both looked like wet animals, and the guy running the shop was a real tyrant. The only way we could stay inside was by ordering one coffee after another. I felt like we learned more about each other that day than ever. Maybe it was the coffee because we were both talking really, really fast. I told you about my dreams, making music and all that. At least that's how I remember it. Walking home, when the rain came back and you got closer to me and my heart was racing, but I couldn't blame that on the coffee. Oh, Casey. So it sounds like we had quite the relationship with Casey back home. And here's Bob, too. Hello, chickens. Okay. He has a little obsession with chickens, it sounds like, which makes sense because he did want a lot of our chickens. You know, maybe if we sleep the night inside our house, our carrots will be ready, and then we can gather all of those up and then hopefully go way back to the quarry and finally feed that gordo. I am determined to finish feeding that gordo before this episode is over. There we go. All of our carrots are ready to harvest over here, so if we do need to skip a little bit of extra time, we know we can just sleep inside our ranch. 28 carrots. Considering that the gordo was so close to being full that he was pulsing, I think this is definitely going to be enough. Unless he lost a little bit of that food because it took us so long, but hopefully that's not going to be the case. There we go, a full vacpack of carrots. 30 carrots. I don't think he can be too upset with us if we're bringing him a full vacpack of carrots. Oh, and it looks like our onions have grown back too, so why don't we go ahead and suck these up? I probably should have just planted the onions now that I think about it. And it looks like we can actually gather some of these heartbeats again too. Excellent. Our very favorite snack of the rock slimes. So our little rock tabby should be quite happy with us when we replant our little garden. But let's finish feeding you. You are still pulsing, so I don't think it's going to take too much longer, right? There we go. Exploding again, just like the other gordo. Is that on the same thing that we had before? What on earth is this? Oh my gosh. A teleporter? Seriously? We have a teleporter now? Where does that actually lead us to? That is the ranch, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Where is this on our ranch? I don't recognize this place. I'm not sure where we are at all. Maybe this will lead back to our ranch? This is a little bit concerning. Let's see. Oh, this is the cave, right? The grotto that we can unlock. But because we haven't unlocked it yet, this is like completely blocking us out of our ranch. Well, that's a little bit upsetting. I guess that just means that in the next episode, we will have to see if we can unlock the grotto. That way we can use this shortcut in the way it was intended, and maybe we'll have some more space from the rad slimes and the water slimes too. Oh my gosh, we need to make a pond. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!